What you're about to see is the biggest compilation of videos of the Miami aliens incident on the internet and the best overall narration. It's January 1st, 2024, 8:30 p.m. Miami police are called to the Bayside Mall for a disturbance. After the initial responders got there, it got a little out of hand and they called for backup. And man, did they get it.
Esto es una llamada a todas las unidades de la ciudad de Miami. Esto es en Bayside ahora. ¿Qué hora es? 9:35 de la noche de hoy, 1 de enero, frente a Bayside. No sabemos qué está pasando. Para que sean testigos cuando se produce una llamada a todas las unidades. Y las que vienen en camino.
Over 60 units responded for a group of teenagers throwing fireworks and getting rowdy. Now, granted, I can see how someone might think it was gunshots going off instead of fireworks. That kind of sound in that big of a public place? Shit. I know I'd duck and take cover. On the other hand, a lot of folks light fireworks for New Year's Day. Well, at least they do in Florida. So it doesn't surprise me that a group of kids would light off fireworks inside a mall as a prank on New Year's Day. What does surprise me is the massive response it got from law enforcement. Over 60 cruisers, some with 2 officers each. So at least 80 to 100 officers versus what? A group of teens? Some witnesses even saw a Black Hawk helicopter circling the area. I mean, really? The military? In my opinion, that's going just a little bit overboard, don't you think? Don't get me wrong. I'm glad the cops responded so quickly, but damn! For there to be so many police officers on duty and available to respond, the city must have been offering unlimited overtime on a national holiday. All right. Let's get into the meat and taters of this. The eyewitness testimonies. This is where things get incredible as hell. Several eyewitnesses have posted about this. The thing that's intriguing is that they all describe the same thing. Aliens were spotted in the Bayside Mall in Miami. Check this shit out.
Basement and film this. This shit is so crazy. I'm posting this and I want y'all to repost, save this video, post it on other platforms before it gets taken down. because I want to clear up some of this misinformation about the Bayside Mall incident that happened. So me and my girl was in town, and we were shopping at the mall, and we noticed a lot of kids there. It wasn't a real big deal at first until they got to arguing and shoving, and then like weapons got brought in, and they started fighting, running all over the mall, chaos just all over the place. So we thought we heard gunshots, but it turns out that that was actually fireworks. But either way, that caused everybody to start rushing for the doors. People was leaving stuff behind. I mean, just dragging their kids. It was just complete fucking chaos, man. Anyway, so as we running, we look back and we noticed some weird shapes taller than me. I'm 6'2", shadowy, dark, solid shapes, not human. I promise you, these is not human. I mean, it made the hair stand up on my skin. And shit, we just booked it for the doors after that, man. I can't explain what that was. I can't say that was aliens, but I can say that was not human. It was not human. And they online, I don't know if they're trying to cover this stuff up, but they saying that it was police officers and somebody, not shadowy figures. It's 2024, man. It's something going on. There's something going on, and they trying to cover it up. A lot of people saw what I saw, and like I say, it was so much chaos ensued that it was just hard to let that sink in, that we was realizing what we looking at. I mean, it's something you can never even create in your head in a dream. I'm putting this out there though, man, because I want people to know that this stuff is real. Get this out and spread this. And if you were a person that was there and you saw what I saw, please put this video out, because they trying to cover this stuff up, man. They don't want us to tell the truth. And I got a good feeling this video will be taken down. So don't listen to the media. This shit is real. And whatever it is, they do not want people to know about it.
My name is Nadik, and I was also at the mall when I saw the 10 feet alien. I'm gonna give you my testimony right now. So what I saw, I was just standing in the side of the mall, and then I saw everybody running towards the center of the mall. As everybody's running towards the center of the mall, I went to try to take out my phone. But as soon as I got to my phone, I looked up and I see this 10 feet creature just like moving side to side. The images was like cutting in and out. It wasn't clear. He was fading in and out of like reality, I guess. And then 3 other ones appeared and they was fading in and out of reality too. It's like they wanted to be here, but it's like we had the power to see them, but we couldn't see them all the way. Like we needed to have, I don't know, they needed to come all the way out. I don't know. But it was a little shaky. The cops came. It was like 1 million cops out there. It was nasty. And then they asked everybody for their phones right before we departed. So they made a perimeter around these aliens, and they was checking everybody's phones. But I got somebody with a picture and a video. And he's from Miami. He's a resident of Miami. And from Orlando. And he was at the mall too. So me and him became cool. When he was running away, I was like, yo, you got that? He was like, yeah, I got that. So me and him are in contact, and he's just scared to release the video, I guess. But I'm gonna have the video because we cool.
So since nobody's gonna talk about it, I figured, you know, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was down in Miami for the New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, I got a little timeshare. We was down there on a like a mini vacay, you know, just to start the New Year's off right. So anyway, we happened to be at that mall. So we had Foot Locker or whatever. Next thing you know, you start hearing all this commotion outside, sound like firecrackers or something. So, you know what I'm saying? I grab her close. I'm like, yo, we about to get up out of here, because I originally thought that they were shooting. You know what I'm saying? I thought, you know, some type of gunfight had broke out, whatever the case is, because, you know, we're not familiar with Miami, we're not familiar with the city. So I'm like, damn, I ain't even got my blick. So, you know what I'm saying? We about to swerve. Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like, we just see all these people running, like, you know, fat chicks, old ladies, like, I'm talking about moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, old people even move. I'm talking about moving. So, my girl, she like, what's going on? I'm like, fuck all that. We out. Like, I'm not going to ask no questions. We just going to follow the crowd. Next thing you know, real, like, gunshots start going off. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, yo. No cap. I look back. It looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots. Like, these dudes start firing at this shit. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to like detain these people, whatever. But me and my girl, we ended up just sliding past all that and everything like that. But a lot of people saying, why didn't nobody film and all that? When that type of shit is going on, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, like some paranormal, nobody thinking about no phone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going survival mode. But for real, they lying, yo. It was all them officers and all that. They was not there because of no kids fighting. It was really some like movie shit going on in there, yo. So, that's what it was, yo.
Did you notice how all the witnesses described the creature as shadowy and glitching in and out? I picture a predator-type cloaking device. I covered something very similar to this in a recent video about the Glimmer Man. That last dude, Sosa Pippin, shortly after that, posted a video that went in a different direction.
Yo, listen. Yo, y'all gotta chill. Yo, this shit crazy. I never been to Miami in my life. I was dead trolling, yo. Y'all can't be that gullible, yo. I was dead ass trolling. I've never been to Miami. I'm not in danger. I'm chilling. Like, real, fuck it. Y'all want to make me go viral? I don't give a fuck. But yo, listen, for real, I was trolling. I'm chilling. What's wrong with y'all? Shit crazy, yo. Y'all bugging.
He put out a retraction video hardly one day after the first one and deleted his testimony video, which had over 1 million views at the time. In my opinion, without a doubt, someone got to him. They must have told him to post a video saying it was all a joke and to take down the one about him seeing aliens. That kind of shit has happened before, many times.
I'm here to set the record straight, man. Like, I literally have been getting interrogated by the Miami Police Department for days, my dude. Look at me. It is really aliens. It's really aliens. And I cannot believe that the Miami Police Department is really gonna try to make it seem like they had all those police cars and stuff out there over some kids fighting, y'all. We talking about 3 and 4 blocks. We get in, they asked us what we saw. It was me, 2 of my cousins, and 1 of my homegirls. All 3 of us being basically locked the fuck up. I ain't trying to get in trouble or nothing like that, but I'm just telling y'all, man. This shit is so real, man. Like, everybody saw it. There will be more reports coming out. There will be more reports coming out on this, man. But I just wanted to go on record and speak my truth. You know, they asked us not to speak about it. Any blog site, any news site, anybody who wants to talk to me, please get in my DM, man. Because that's the only way I would tell my whole truth. But I just want to let y'all know, man, aliens are real. It was 3 of them. And we couldn't believe it. Y'all like this video, get this video trending, and I'll post my own cell phone footage. They tried to actually take my cell phone footage. You know what I'm saying? I showed them that thinking that I'm helping the world. They trying to delete it. But once you delete something on your phone, they have recently deleted, and you have to put your password in. I wasn't willing to give them that. So, man, y'all get this video to where it need to be, and I'm gonna go crazy.
I tell you what, as I see it, if that guy is acting, he deserves an Oscar. He looks genuinely distraught. His tone, body language, cadence, and the look in his eyes, he absolutely believes what he's saying. And again, with the cops wanting to take his phone and delete any pictures or video, why would they want to do that for an incident of a teen disturbance at the mall? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, and by the way, he did release that video he was talking about. He actually released 2 of them.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck is happening, bro? On the way.
Check it out. You can see it walking across there. That's unbelievable. Did you see that tall-ass creature? Hang on. I pulled a still from it so you can see it better. Now, that's not a shadow or trick of the lights. If it was a shadow, you wouldn't see its head in the window here. Personally, that's the real deal, folks. Dude wasn't bullshitting. That is a giant walking across there. No doubt in my mind. It's blurry because of image degradation. Zooming in beyond its original resolution will do that. As many videos as I produced, I run into this problem all the time, and it's a pain in the ass. Regardless, even though it's a little blurry, you can still clearly see the alien. This next witness draws a picture of what he saw.
This is what I'll draw you what can happen. This is what happened. Okay, there's a whole bunch of teens, right? A whole bunch of teens, and they had this little fucking box, like a little DVD player type thing, right? And they were like, yeah, watch, go ahead. And there was a whole bunch of them. They look all nerdy. They weren't like thugged out. They all dressed nice and shit or whatever, but they were just right there, combo and shit. And a lot of them had like backpacks, and some of them had like weird ass glasses, like welding glasses. And I was like, what the fuck? And the other guy was like, just go ahead and plug it in. I mean, we're right here, we're safe, and so somebody plugged this shit in, and it started flickering. Right? Cause there was a column right here. I was over here on the top. I was up here on the top of the level. They were down here, and I was watching them from over here. Okay? So this shit started flickering, and it was flicking the rows of lights right here. All these lights were flickering. Then it started popping. When it started popping, everybody from over here started running this way to see, because everybody was nosy. And as soon as it started popping, this thing started glowing, and it started going like a force field. Woo, 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 woo. And everybody that was behind this, that I was seeing, everybody looked like this. Like digital. Like it was being disrupted by the wave. Only right here. Not right here. Everything else was still flickering. Right here was still popping. People were running. As soon as they got close and they see how this thing was moving, everybody started going this way. When they started going this way, these guys started backing up because from this, it started glowing and it looked like somebody put a foot out like that. And then somebody put a hand out like that. And then all you see was this. All you see was like this. An image like that. That's all I seen. This was all glowing, so it was bright. This was the dark thing that I thought I seen come out. It looked like that. That's what came out. I was right here looking. It was me and 4 other dudes. 2 other guys ran over here and started filming. I'm waiting for them to give me the footage. But they say they got this thing coming out, and it didn't look like somebody. It looked more like everything got disrupted and was all wavy, and it did that effect. That's what it looked like to me. You know, I'm a graffiti artist. You know, I can do all kinds of shit with a spray paint can and make shit look like, you know, whatever. But, you know, when you get a mirror and bend it and all kind of crazy shit, or, you know, the sounds and whatever shit they got going on. But yeah, man, I seen this. This is what I seen. And it looked like it was coming out of this. And it's because whatever little box they had was bright and almost like you know, one of those military flashlights that they were trying to plug up, but it had like a horn to it, because it was like, and all this was like disrupting, and this shit right here was popping, you know, all this right here was popping. But this is what I seen. This is what I seen come out. And everybody's taking off, screaming like, oh my God, look at that. Everybody's turning around and look back to see this. And they were like, oh my God, and running. And at that point, this shit already fell and broke. And we were still right here walking this way because somebody started shooting from over here. Because we seen lights, like 2 or 3 lights. And then the dudes that are right here, because those people right here looking, they took off this way. That's what I seen.
This next guy, I think, is the most credible. He's calm, cool, and just explaining what he saw and experienced. I'm going to trim it down a little because the original video is 10 minutes long. Here we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Fitz. I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family. And we all saw exactly what happened. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew. And then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So, you know, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, you know, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. Me and my brother, we looked behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, you know, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. I mean, there were other people running. You know, there was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, you know, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, you know, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, yeah, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, you know, they're tall. So we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. But it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd. And then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother like immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, you know, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on WorldStar or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And you know, obviously like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, you know, a cop stopped us. You know, they took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. You know, they wrote it down. And they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, you know, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking. And it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, you know, that it was just interesting, the police response, because it was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like a already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder, because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And you know, they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car. We went home.
Again with the glitching. How many is that? 3 or 4 witness testimonies that said the aliens were glitching in and out. And all these videos came out at the same time. So there was no collaboration with other folks to say the same thing. Also, this witness said the cops wanted his phone, just like in previous witness statements. There's one thing detectives look for when several people witness something: consistency. When you've got several people who don't know each other from Adam reporting the same thing, it gives the story a lot more credibility. Now for some X-Files shit. This is where things start to get real. This next video, you can clearly see 3 very tall beings walking among the crowd in the hallway of the mall. I know, it's blurry as hell and not centered and jumps around a lot. It pissed me off too. However, I saved a couple of screen grabs from the video that show the tall aliens pretty good. Now, it's still blurry and not centered, but you can easily see three what looks like giant silhouettes walking down the hall. You can get an idea how big they are by comparing them to everyone else around them. It looks like most people's heads come up to about where the alien's belly button would be, if they even have one. Which brings me to my big issue with this video. The people around them aren't running away terrified. They're just walking along with them, like they weren't even scared at all. They're just walking through the mall with these 10-foot aliens. I guess they're helping them find the big and tall store. Watch this one, where the alien walks in front of the police cars outside Bayside Mall. That's very intriguing. I only see one set of long legs walking. I don't see two cops walking side by side and blurring together to make one big critter. Yes, it's a little blurry, again, zoomed in too far for the resolution, but I found another video that's much clearer and not zoomed in. Watch this shit. Here's a screenshot zoomed in and cleaned up a little. That thing is extremely taller than that police car, easily 4 or 5 feet taller than the roof, which would put it at around 8 or 9 feet tall, minimum. This next one's much clearer and way more shocking. Look at that goddamn thing. What the hell? It looks like it's part insect and part dragon. That's creepy as hell. That is some sweet ass footage there. If that thing stands up on its hind legs, it's going to be at least 10 feet tall. You're going to need a bigger can of Raid. As expected and right on cue, the Miami Police Department released a response. Well, they kind of had to. The evidence was just mounting too fast. Anyway, this is what they had to say.
To address a few clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. Is actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
Bullshit! In my opinion, I think he's greatly exaggerating the 50 juveniles part. It was more likely 15 to 20 at the most. They had to exaggerate the number to cover for the overwhelming response to the call. I know Miami is a big city, but if 60 plus cruisers are at Bayside Mall, how many does that leave for crimes elsewhere in the city at that time? I just hope no one got hurt or robbed while the majority of the police force was trying to quell this teen mischief. On top of that, only 4 teens were arrested. So it took 80 to 100 officers to arrest 4 teens? Were they the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? And what were they arrested for? 2 of the teenagers are facing charges of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, grand theft, battery, and resisting an officer without violence. The other 2 teens were arrested for resisting an officer without violence. So, not aggravated assault with a firearm, use of a firearm in the commission of a felony, inciting a riot, or criminal mischief, which was the original reason the cops were called there in the first place. To further prove the cover-up, this next video shows a dude calling his father who works for the Miami PD. He asks him about the whole ordeal, and this is what happened.
How have I not heard about this? My dad's a police officer in Miami, and I mean, he's even running for sheriff, and I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that. Hey, did you, have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside? Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. Did they tell you not to talk about it? I mean, because you were slicing the pie. I'm not allowed to know about it. What? I know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to know about it. Can you at least say, whatever? So they're saying it's like a fight broke out. Why did they send so many police cars? Are you serious? You can't say anything? You're no help.
So, obviously, it wasn't about a bunch of teens fighting in the mall. If it was, his dad would have said, "Yeah, it was a bunch of kids causing a ruckus at the mall, but we took care of it." Instead, he says, "I can't talk about it." That's beyond sus. That throws up more red flags than a car crash at the Daytona 500. One of the theories about what happened is that the wrong coordinates were put into the interdimensional portal and the aliens ended up in Miami instead of Antarctica. Yeah, I went as far down the rabbit hole as I could.
So with the Miami Mall incident, it was said that there was a portal that was opened in the mall, that people had seen it. You can see it here on the screen, and that obviously this is where the aliens had come out of. I had just found this tweet here today that says, Miami Aliens Incident Antarctic Base. They put the coordinates in backwards. Please try it and write where it takes you. So when you open up a portal, you have to have coordinates of where you want to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto Google Earth here today, and we're going to look up the Bayside Marketplace. I'm already on it here, but I'm going to type it in again here for you guys so you can see that this is where it takes us, the Bayside Marketplace on the screen here. All right, so I'm going to right click on the coordinates here. We're going to copy this. Then we're going to paste it over here. So what we're going to do right here, it says north and west. So we've got 25, 46, 42. So on the girl's tweet here, right here, so here's the tweet. In the comments here, it says 25, 46, 42 west. So we're going to change that from north to west, and we've got 80, 11, 12 west. And we're going to change it, and she's got 80, 11, 12 south. So let's change the west to south. We're going to hit enter. Now it's going to take us, look, you can already see it's taking us to the bottom here. So we're going to zoom out. Oh, Lordy Lord. Look at this. Look at that. This is the Antarctic Circle here in the south. How can we confirm that we're in the south here? Because if we take a look here, here's Argentina over here. Here we've got Africa over here. And here we have actually New Zealand. So this is in the south here. So it seems like Gary did a bad job. did a bad job in putting the wrong coordinates.
That's some pretty trippy shit there. When you change the north, south, and west designations on the same numbers and search it, it does take you to Antarctica. There are several stories out there about aliens having bases in Antarctica. Hell, I've seen Google Earth snapshots of openings in the sides of mountains in Antarctica where there shouldn't be. All kinds of weird shit going on. This next one was filmed just 30 minutes before all this shit happened. This completely blew my mind and, in my opinion, verified everything.
Here, look. You need to get the wood. Did the kid fall off? Did you see it? No, when it was over here, it looked so crazy. It looked like it's on fire. What the heck? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. That don't even look normal. It like it turned into a spirit.
That's knuckin' futz. I'm going to finish with a CCTV video from inside the mall that surfaced showing an interdimensional portal opening up in the mall and folks running for their lives. As I see it, this is the best one of the whole bunch. See how everyone takes off running when it appears? They're terrified. No one's stopping to take out their phone to video it. Well, except this crazy-ass dude here. So, it appears when you feel your life is being threatened or something just scares the immortal shit out of you, the first thing that comes to mind isn't to take out your phone and start filming. It's to GTFO. Like all the witnesses said, your survival mode kicks in and you bail as fast as you can. What I think happened is aliens either entered the wrong information or it somehow got scrambled in their interdimensional portal. They popped up in the Bayside Mall. People panicked and either mall security, local police stationed at the mall, or someone in the crowd opened fire on the creatures. A massive stampede ensued to get the hell out when gunshots were heard. The aliens, trying to escape, followed everyone to the exit and walked outside. At that point, the police were already there in force and surrounded the ETs. The aliens used some kind of cloaking device and escaped. The video of the UFO I showed happened after everything went down, and it was just their ride out of there. Kind of like a intergalactic Uber. Before you go, I want to give you a misguided alien thank you for watching this far into my video. Y'all kick ass, man, and I really, really appreciate your support. If you want to support me more, click on this video right here. Otherwise, until next time, stay creepy!